Here's a mind-bending statistic. 68% of UK homeowners have had to return or modify furniture because it wouldn't fit through their doorways. And today, we're diving into how this seemingly simple problem is revolutionizing furniture design.
That's such a fascinating number. And I bet most people don't think about this until they're actually stuck with a sofa in their hallway.
I learned this the hard way. Picture me standing in my narrow Victorian hallway, watching two increasingly frustrated delivery guys trying to angle my brand new sofa through the front door. They're turning it every possible way, like some kind of furniture gymnastics routine.
Let me guess. You had measured everything in the living room perfectly?
Oh, you better believe it. I had this elaborate spreadsheet with all the dimensions, but that narrow doorway completely slipped my mind. And here's what's fascinating. This is such a common problem that it's actually reshaping the entire UK furniture industry.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, we're talking about millions of homes built in an era when people had totally different furniture expectations.
Exactly right. And get this, I recently visited a furniture factory where they've built this incredible testing facility. They actually have replica doorways and staircases from different periods of British architecture. Every new design gets put through what they call the Victorian Challenge.
That's actually brilliant. So they're designing with these constraints in mind from the very beginning?
Absolutely. And here's something that might surprise you. According to industry data, modular furniture sales have increased by 156% in the UK over the past 5 years. These are pieces specifically designed to come apart for easy movement.
You know what's really interesting about that? It's not just about getting furniture in. It's about adapting to how people actually live in these spaces.
Right, and they're using some pretty incredible technology now. Some companies are using 3D modeling software to simulate hundreds of different furniture configurations in typical UK home layouts before they even build a prototype.
So how did your sofa situation eventually work out?
Well, after what I now call the Great Sofa Standoff, I ended up discovering this innovative design that actually folds in half. But here's the cool part. They've developed this special hinge mechanism that's completely hidden when assembled. The engineering behind it is remarkable.
That's fascinating, but I have to wonder about the comfort factor with all these mechanical solutions.
That's where the real innovation comes in. These companies are using new high-density foam materials that maintain their shape despite the folding mechanisms. And get this, customer satisfaction ratings for these adaptable sofas are actually 23% higher than traditional designs.
Well, that certainly challenges the assumption that we have to choose between practicality and comfort.
And here's another interesting development. Some furniture companies are now offering virtual reality services. You can scan your hallway with your phone, and their app will tell you if their furniture will fit. Early adoption rates are showing a 45% reduction in returns.
That's such a smart use of technology to solve a real-world problem.
You know what's really fascinating? This very specific challenge of British architecture has led to innovations that are now being adopted globally. These designs are more flexible, more sustainable, and often more user-friendly.
So I suppose the narrow doorways of Victorian Britain are actually pushing furniture design into the future.
Exactly that. And here's my favorite statistic. Furniture companies that have adapted their designs for UK homes have seen an average 34% increase in international sales. Sometimes the most restrictive challenges lead to the most innovative solutions.
Well, that certainly puts a new spin on the phrase, necessity is the mother of invention.
And speaking of invention, we're seeing these principles being applied to office furniture. Now too, with all these period buildings being converted into modern workspaces, companies are having to completely rethink their approach to commercial furniture design.
That makes so much sense. These challenges don't stop at our front doors.
Looking ahead, I think we're going to see even more innovation in this space. The future of furniture might not just be about style or comfort. It might be about adaptability and smart design that works with our spaces, not against them.
Now that's something worth measuring up to.
Oh, and one final thought. Always keep a measuring tape in your pocket when furniture shopping. Trust me, it's much less embarrassing than having to explain to your neighbors why you're considering removing a window just to get your dream sofa inside.